Okay, students, welcome back. This is our new chapter, chapter 6, Inheritance. You know what is the meaning of inheritance? Inheritance means one class is derived from another class. Okay? Means, okay. What is inheritance? I already discussed in HS first year. I hope you remember the basic part. Means inheritance is what? One class is derived from another class, and a class from where it derived, that class is called base class. Means derived class is derived means which class is derived. Suppose this is a class and this is derived class. Okay, this class is called base class and this class is called derived class. Okay. This is the simple concept, inheritance. And so many types of inheritance: multiple, single, multi-level, hierarchical, hybrid. We have to discuss in further. So first of all, we have to write the definition. Okay. The definition is, okay, I think I give you a definition in second chapter, object-oriented programming. You see, in second chapter, yes, in second chapter I give you already the definition. Inheritance is the, okay, one time I again write down. Definition is right. You check your copy if you write down. I already give you the definition. Inheritance is the capability of one class of things or properties another class. You see, what is inheritance? Inheritance is the capability of one class of things to derive capabilities or properties from another class. Okay, this is the definition, simple definition. Now we have to study different forms of inheritance. This is the most important concept. Different forms. Okay. Okay, different forms of inheritance. Different forms of inheritance. As you have to write one note. As we know that a new class can be derived from an existing class. This new derived class is called derived class or subclass and the existing class is called base class or superclass. Yes, superclass. You have to underline this thing. These are important. Sometimes coming what is base class and derived class. In exam also, final exam also coming. If you see the question paper, what is base class and derived class, then you have to write this thing. A new derived class is called derived class or subclass, and the existing class is called base class or superclass. Means sometimes also one form of question coming that what is subclass and superclass, means the same definition. Means subclass means derived class, superclass means base class. Okay. Now you have to discuss the forms. Okay. First form is single inheritance. Single inheritance. Single inheritance. When a subclass inherits only from one base class, so only from one base class, it is known as single inheritance. Okay. When a subclass inherits only from one base class, okay, you have to draw the diagram also. Means suppose X is base class, okay, and Y is derived class. Okay, and you have to write the figure is single inheritance. Okay, you see. For the definition, when a subclass inherits, subclass means what? Derived class, okay? Inherits only from one base class. Means this is the subclass and this is the superclass. Means this is the base class and this is the derived class. And Y is derived from where? X. Means Y, X is the base class, and from where Y is derived. Means this is the father class, this is the parents and child called, some books also called it, this is the parent class and this is the child class. Means this is the parent from where child is born, like that concept. Inherit means, only you know the inheritance means what? That's we are from our parents, that parents is coming from their parents, like that. Means one generation inherit from another, okay, like that concept. This is actually in class concept, but if you see the what is the meaning of this word, only this word, inheritance, you already heard this words in many times. That inherits means if you inherit from your parents inherit from their parents, like that concept. Means this class is inherit from this class, this is parent class and this is child class, like that also. In some book also like that, but mainly you have to write base class and derived class. Means Y is derived from X, means only one base class, okay. This is single inheritance. Next is multiple inheritance. Next is multiple inheritance. You see what is multiple inheritance? When a subclass inherits from multiple base classes actually, it is known as multiple inheritance. Okay, I mean this is the class X, the class Y, class Z. Okay, and these two are called base class. Okay, and these are called subclass. Or you write derived class, same thing. Or here you can also write superclass. When superclass means base class. This is the figure for multiple inheritance. Okay, means when a subclass inherits from multiple base class. You see what is the difference between single and multiple? Single means the derived class has only one base class. Okay, derived class has only one base class, but in multiple, derived class has but multiple base class, means more than one base class. You see here two base class, X and Y, and from X and Y, Z is inherited. Okay, that's why it is called multiple inheritance, and both X and Y are base class and Z are subclass. This is multiple inheritance. Okay, next is hierarchical inheritance. This type are very important. Okay, type are very important. Hierarchical inheritance. When many subclasses from a, this is the actually opposite concept of multiple. If you see carefully, when many subclasses inherit from a single base class, it is known as hierarchical inheritance. Okay, W X Y, right? This is base class, and these three are what? Subclass. Okay, subclass means what? Derived class, same thing. Hierarchical inheritance. See, what is hierarchical inheritance? When many subclasses inherit from a single base class. If you carefully see that hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance both are vice versa, means opposite. How opposite? Because in multiple, what is the definition? That one derived class is, means one subclass is derived from many base class. But in here, base class is one, but subclass is many, means opposite. In previous one, only one subclass and more than one base class. But here base class is 1, but subclass is more than 1. You see, W, X, Y. These three are derived from this one base class. These three are derived from this, and this three is called subclass. This is hierarchical. Okay. These are very easy concept. And next is multi-level. Multi-level inheritance. You see what is multi-level? The transitive nature of inheritance is reflected by this form of inheritance, when a subclass means derived class inherits from a class that itself inherits from another class. It is known as multi-level inheritance. Okay. See, X from X derived is Y, and Y derived is Z. This is base class of Y. This is subclass of X and also base class of Z. The subclass of Y. You see what? The transitive nature. Transitive means one from the another, means transit, changing nature. Okay, I told you how it changes. Is reflected by this form of inheritance when a subclass inherits from a class that itself inherits from another class. You see, Y is derived from this, right? Means Y is what? Subclass. Subclass of what? X. Means Y is child of this. This suppose this is Y is parent, means Y is derived from X. But Y is also a parent of Z. You see, Y is also a parent of Z. Okay? Like that, this is like our family tree concept, means we are derived from our father is derived from his father, means like that concept. Z is derived from Y, Y is derived from X, multi-level. Okay? Mean this is the child of this, and this is a child of this. That's why this is what? This is also Y is middle part is also he is okay. Y is also a child, also a parent, child of this and parent of this. Okay, that's why this is subclass of X and this is base class of Z. Understood? Means your father is father of you, but son of your grandfather, like that concept. Okay, Y is subclass of X and base class of Z. This is the middle part. This is multi-level. That's why this is called multi-level inheritance. 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, like that. That's a base class of Y, subclass of X, base class of Z, and subclass of Y. Don't be confused. Okay, just see carefully, then you easily understood. This is the main thing. Where a subclass inherits from a class okay, that itself inherits from another class. Means subclass is inherit from this class. Also, it is also a that itself inherits from another class. Okay, understood? Means this is inherit from this. Also, from this class is inherited. Means this is also subclass. This is also a base class. It is known as multi-level inheritance. Okay. And last one is hybrid inheritance. Hybrid means it is the combination of two inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. This 5 type of inheritance is very, very important in your exam. See? Hybrid inheritance combines two or more forms of inheritance. Example, when a subclass inherits from multiple base classes, and all of its base classes inherit from a single base class. Okay. This form of inheritance is known as hybrid inheritance. Okay. Hybrid means you have to write a diagram like this. Hybrid inheritance. See? In hybrid inheritance, you see combination of two inheritance mainly. Combination of two or more forms of inheritance. Means in here you see two base class is derived from, two subclass is derived from one base class. Means this is the what? If you see this section only, if you see only this section, this is what inheritance? Multiple inheritance. Okay, means it is one base class. And if you see this inheritance, then see one subclass and two base class, means this is hierarchical inheritance. Means it is a combination of what? Multiple plus hierarchical. Right? You got it? Means this part, this is multiple. One base class, two derived class or subclass. And if you see this part, then two base class and one derived class, means this is hierarchical. And this is the combination of multiple and hierarchical. Okay? And also one diagram. Also you can draw like one diagram that I draw. One diagram is enough, but also you can draw Okay, in here you also see means what? 3 what? Base class and 1 derived class. This part is what? Hierarchical. Okay, and 1 base class, 2 derived class means this part is also multiple. And first of all, first one, upper part is multiple, lower part is hierarchical. But in this figure, upper part is hierarchical and lower part is multiple. Means that same concept in previous one diagram. Means upper part is, again I am saying, multiple and hierarchical. This part hierarchical plus multiple means combination of combines of 2 or more inheritance from a inheritance, and this is called hybrid inheritance. Okay, this concept same. And suppose inherits a multiple base class and all of its base class inherit from a single base class. This form of inheritance is known as hybrid. Okay, hybrid means basically combination of 2 forms of inheritance. Basically multiple plus hierarchical, you can joining it, or this is both inheritance are, I already told you na, hierarchical and multiple both are opposite to each other. That's why these 2 inheritance are easy to combine. Okay, that's why in books also they use only these 2 inheritance combination, multiple and hierarchical, because these 2 inheritance are vice versa, opposite to each other. Okay, okay, this is the forms of inheritance. You can draw diagram in exam, this also or previous one also. Okay, I clearly draw this diagram. Both diagram are for hybrid inheritance. You can also draw this diagram for hybrid inheritance. Previous one is also for hybrid inheritance diagram. This one is also hybrid, means hybrid inheritance diagram 2 diagram. I have give you 2 diagram. In exam if coming, then you have to draw any one. This one, if you draw this one, then also correct. If you draw previous one, then also correct. Okay. Next is, I give you one section of program for single inheritance. Example. Okay. Single inheritance, I give you a example, coding section. Okay, this syntax of defining a derived class visibility mode, you know, public or head protected. Visibility mode in inheritance is very important because one class is derived from another. Here you write This is a simple syntax, okay? And this is the derived class, and right side of the class is base class, okay? And visibility mode is coming in when we done programming, then in where public mode used, where private mode used, or protected used, you already understood later part. And this is means all of the members of derived class, okay? This is syntax.